Is this working today? Thursday, the 2nd of October. I think I've put my jumper on the correct way this morning before leaving the house. Today's topic on UPAIN, the Unified Parental Alienation International Network, wants to speak about what it is we're doing right now. What is it we're doing and where are we doing it? Who owns the internet? Why are we all using YouTube? Who decides what an algorithm is? I'd love to be able to do some of this stuff. What is it? A 4-second short was uploaded. What? Retouch on. I'm sorry, I'm just working out what's going on here. Lighting, close, create, highlight, hide live video. Would you like to hide the live video? Everyone's trolling me, my friend. It's cool. Don't worry about trolling me. Don't worry about causing others pain. It'll come to you. Sorry, I can't really read the troll writing. Or the friendly writing. I know you're being friendly. No, it's my eyeballs that don't work. I don't understand that. Maybe you're just inviting other trolls. I hope you can make progress to peace for yourself. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking to peace for myself. I don't know how to go about gaining peace, because any day I come on here, I come on and give my feelings and location to the military. Every day I log on and give all my details out to the military industrial complex, you guys. When I say you guys, I mean demons. You call yourself trolls. You end up in a position like myself where you get trolled by people willing to kill you, whereas you're trying to make me kill myself. You can explain as much as you like with any topic so others can read it. I will read or not read. I will explain or not explain. I will go into my historical past and the pains caused or not caused in my upbringing by my mother and father, or not pain caused by my mother and father. Just don't psychoanalyze me. But to give you psychoanalysts and psychologists a warning, because you need a warning, because many of you believe yourself to be these low-level psychologists when you're just low-level military trolls, low-level security. And your job is to cause pain and fear to another man. You never cause me fear. You never ever cause me fear. I fear Jesus Christ. I fear our Lord. That's it. I don't fear you. I don't fear you. None of you. I don't fear any of you telling me that you love me. You apologise to me. You love bomb me 1 minute and then you attack me the next. Now I come on here and I put these details on something called YouTube, on something we've decided to go the internet, or the World Wide Web. And a web it is. Just now is YouTube. Some of you might be using TikTok. Some still use Facebook. I know there's lots of other apps where you can just, like my ex used to love showing pictures of herself with additional makeup and minus clothing. So additional makeup minus clothing equals violent child abuse or women. Hello Ziggy. Don't you fear for your children? You can't live every day in fear for your children, or else you would kill yourself by this point. That's why it's 800 in fear because of another person's fear, no matter even if it's your own flesh and blood. I'm not able to speak to you. I can't get Wi-Fi. It's not working. I don't have money for food or anything like this. I've been in contact with my council. I understand that most of you guys are military. Most of you guys are the security services. I understand even the ones befriending me are nothing more than shills. Those asking questions are they're not interested in anything but themselves. YouTube is nothing more than the American military. Your Facebook is nothing more than you logging on to American military. I think about 250 to 300 of the 400 people on here are security services. Asking personal questions about my children. Let's see, do you have a food bank near you? None of your business. Of course we get food banks. They're not for people like myself though. I've had to go to these places. Food banks. I asked the Scottish Welfare Fund for money. For food. For heating. Seen as these scumbags have stolen everything I've owned. The security services, the Royal Bank of Scotland, every one of you are military. You think because you lay the lines through all of these countries, you think Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook isn't military? It used to be called LifeLog prior to being called Facebook, and it's nothing more than FBI, CIA, alphabeti spaghetti nonsense. Every one of you are military. Press like military. press like if you're ex-military and you're not part of this. Because there's lots of ex-military that weren't Freemasonic Catholic cult members. You know, the ones that didn't abuse children. They generally left the military as soon as they possibly could leave the military. And look, church might be able to help you. Yeah, churches may be able to help, but you're talking about real estate, you foolish little boy. You stupid, arrogant little arse. Now go away, Ziggy. Try to befriend you the other day, try to be friendly. You're nothing but an idiot, you foolish wee man. Try to cause trouble in my head. And you'll have trouble caused in yours. Trouble caused in your bed. You've got STDs and everything like that, Ziggy. You're a failure. So I contacted the Scottish Welfare Fund rather than going through the real estate owned by the Catholic Church. I contacted the Scottish Welfare Fund, which is ran by the military industrial complex, pretending to be welfare in Scotland, the same as every Eastern Star. They're military, ex-military. Poor Ziggy indeed. He's no Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy Stardust is in there. Ziggy's in there. And the artist for Ziggy was the Rugman. So you can buy your fragrances from the Rugman. You can buy some art from the Rugman. You can buy some of your details and watch the Rugman on TV as Anthony. I hope he's watching this morning. And this is for another military friend. Only you, my military friend, will know who I'm talking about. There's a Freemason friend and military friend. We're talking very different. This is for my military Jesuit friend. Zzz. You know I'm talking to you. Let's speak. We need to speak soon. The council is no longer the council. The council is run by the Eastern Star Freemasonic Catholic cult. It's been invaded by feminist child abusers, and the feminist child abusers live next door to other people, women, and those other people, women, who have drunk and alcohol addictions, phone their friend who work within the Scottish Welfare Fund, Brianne, and Brianne will sort them out on a Friday afternoon. But a real man, a real father asking for help? Nah. No, we make him jump through hoops, don't we, Brian, at the East Renfrewshire Council Scottish Welfare Fund? We understand that you help only your friends and family and people round about you. Anyone looking for alcohol or drugs on a Friday, you help them, Scottish Welfare Fund, but not a man looking for heat, hot water. Go to a church building owned by the Catholic Church and you'll have another wee group of Eastern Star feminist pigs handing out poison. Oh no, you just don't appreciate, you don't appreciate the fact that the military industrial complex are running this. They're running YouTube, they run the algorithms, they laid all of these, they pretend that these little effeminate child abusing ball bags like Elon Musk own SpaceX. They own X. But shh, don't think about the boring company, because he's military. He's high class Roman military. High class Roman military. They're jumping about as if it's 5,000 years ago, raping and burning our children. Destroying our education services because they've militarised our education in Scotland, and they're trying to effeminate our boys in Scotland. They're trying to turn them into wee girls by cutting off their testicles and bollocks. If you agree with that, it's up to you. All of you are military. Not one person's press like. Do you know why not one person's press like? Not because they don't like this story, because they know this guy's telling the truth. They know you're military. They know you're Jesuits sitting in all the wee offices round the UK and in the Govan police station. You're belittling your fellow man, taking a payoff. Parasites. Remember, I went to school with most of you Jesuits. I went to school with you. I watched you through school. I seen how stupid you were. All I had to do was act a wee bit more dumb, which wasn't difficult for me, because I'm stupid. I'm a foolish man. I've been foolish since childhood. I managed to get through all my teenage years and 20s being the most foolish man. And by being the most foolish man, I was super successful. Away your arse. Exactly, you wee military man. You wee low-life military man. Scumbag. Passing out on monies to alcoholics and drug addicts by keeping Freemasonic Eastern Stars in our councils so they can destroy your white fathers in this community, making them beg for money, making them beg for heating as the illegal immigrants come into this country. And don't dare try and spin the illegal immigrant thing on me, because I've been one of them. I've been an illegal immigrant, but this illegal immigrant worked his backside off and employed people. I employed people. I paid tax, I paid VAT, I paid wages when I was an illegal immigrant in Australia. So I set the bar pretty high for you military industrial complex running all these social media. No, military media. Every bit since Bernays was told that he invented the internet. He had laid all the wires, transatlantic cable laying. That's all you do is military. That and rape kids, that and abuse Afghanis. That's what yous have done since I was born. Yous have raped and abused Muslims since the day I was born. You've done nothing but attack and kill Muslims, because you are the Catholic Church in the USA Army. That's what you are. You're nothing more than the Catholic Church. It's not the Vatican. The Vatican runs it. Below the Vatican, you've got the demons, and that's who you are. You're infected with demons from the Vatican. You know you're infected. You know this is all industrial, military industrial complex. And you can't even make a joke about this sick, broken father. You can't do it now because you're too busy trying to defend yourself. There's Ziggy back in. We just hang on, what's this military industrial complex? Tell us more about that, please. Go and look at it. Look at who laid the cables. Look at every single person. Look at LifeLog. Look at who Mark Zuckerberg is. Look at the families behind. Look at SpaceX. SpaceX is nothing more than a distraction to stop you from looking at the boring company where they take children through all of our tunnels through the world, because we don't know about them, but the Jesuits know about them, the Catholic Church know about them. Elon Musk knows about them, the boring company, because we're too busy looking up the sky. Yeah, we know there's contrails and chemtrails, or whatever you want to call them, military industrial complex poisoning us, poisoning themselves, and little ball bags on here taking payoffs for it. Ziggy, you got told to stand in the corner, so go and do that. Go and do one. You're not going to help people, you're not going to help men. You're going to come and see how you decided to do all this on your own, and it's your topic. You wee slug. Press a like, press a subscribe, because tomorrow I might not be here and you need my content. You need my content. You need the lowest YouTube content provider and maker. You need the lowest of the low, because all of you take payoff. All of you take money. Ziggy, I hope you don't do this. I really hope you can find peace and hope in others. You can, oh, come on. I really hope that you can find peace and hope and peace and peace and hope and hope and peace and peace, hope, peace, hope, peace. Can I tell you something about these absolutely crappy psychologists? Do some research into how many psychologists need psychologists. How many of these psychiatrists, psychoanalysts, how many lose their mind? Because what you find out is the vast majority of them are doing nothing more than providing business for the new people going through, being taught. Because psychologists, they have lost their mind more than any of you. And if you've gone to a psychologist, believe me, they have not helped you one single ounce. In fact, they've brought up stuff from the past that you had already dealt with. You need goals, you need Adler's way. But in Adler's way doesn't make money. It doesn't have you coming back and coming back and coming back and over your past. It's just a way to make money. The military-industrial complex runs it's in our health service. With the realisation the military-industrial complex is in our health service, giving everyone cancer right now. They're on our phones, poisoning our minds. They're on our algorithms, popping into our bedrooms as soon as we switch our phones on. Believe me, the vast majority of people on here are military. The vast majority are military. The vast majority of you're telling me to go and seek help from a psychologist while not even understanding psychologists are the biggest money spinners for psychiatry. The whole thing was invented and made up. You need goals. I need to see my children. This isn't trauma. This is creating trauma. What you're doing is creating trauma for fathers and mothers by having the military-industrial complex in our police. Yeah, we're militarising the police. That's true. And yes, we're militarising our schools. We're militarising our schools and we're chopping the testicles off our little boys, and you scumbags in the comments support most of that. One like from everyone coming through here so far. There must have been 50 people on here trying to slag me off. 50 people from the military industrial complex. Happy birthday. Happy birthday day. You don't have a clue, man. It's the mother of my children, the mother who abducted my children, the mother of my children, the child abusing military placement, just like Erica, placed a Polish Catholic placement that abuses family and steals kids. That's what's happening all around Europe, all around Romania. It's happening all around these smaller countries where children are sold out by mothers. They're sold out by mothers. It's only men that love men that sell children out, and women. It's only men that love men and women that sell children out. Because these don't care about children. They don't care about family. No matter how much we love and accept, and gay men have been part of our society for thousands and thousands of years, they can't produce family. They can't produce family. So they're killing themselves off. So we need to show them love, so they may want to end pillow biting and become more of family people. You don't have to have children. You have to stop committing sin. And as we are the most sinful generation, it has to stop. I like lots of your writing. Lots of you can't make it. 7:30 in the morning. Imagine being in your 50s or 60s, rambling into a dead live stream about your estranged kids. This is simply a wee boy from the military. What he's writing there is he's just surmising exactly what I am. There's not anything wrong. Exactly what he's written is exactly what's happening. But all of your military, all of your security services, you failed. You failed your own family. You failed yourself. You're going to get tracked and traced and killed and ended because you're part of that. You can't frighten me. You don't frighten me. And you know you don't frighten me. Lots and lots of you could come here stood and you would run away from me. I could be 10 foot smaller than you and you'd still run away from me. Goliath, you're so big. The American military is so big and so frightening and scary that you have to go and rape kids. And then after you've done that, you buy off the Muslims. You buy off Muslims. You create terror and you blame everyone else. That's the Brits, that's the Americans, that's the Australians, that's the Canadians, that's the Western world. That's what we do. What's this? Ailey as a mimic. As long as you're able to communicate between each other. Yeah, so it's a delusion. Yeah, it's all a delusion, Ziggy. Ziggy, you brain dead wee boy. Show me your pictures, Ziggy. Show me where you are, Ziggy. Your delusion is going on in your head and in your wee bedroom. I know most of you try and put pictures up where you look cool and you've done your hair perfect and you've had the best wash and you're standing beside someone cooler. Look at someone much cooler and bigger and better than me. Do I look cooler and bigger and better? No, these are scumbag lowlifes. You're military scumbags. What's that? That's Gaelic, you fool. Are you a Celtics fan? That's Gaelic, you fool. I mean, literally you're coming on and just putting anything now. Again, military industrial loser Jesuit parasites. You little Freemasonic scumbags. You don't know your ass from your elbow, you failure people. You're coming on telling me I'm doing the smallest live stream while you're on here making it busy. You're coming on here. Celtic, you. I don't deal with any of the military. I don't deal with when you're weaponising Catholicism and Protestantism. I don't deal with any of that stupidity. I used to jump about with green and white and I was taught to hate blue and orange, taught to hate all of the things that I should understand and respect, that these people with here are my friends, and the green and white failures are my friends. The green and white and the orange men are my friends. You can stand with the Holy Lady Mother Mary, or you can stand with the Freemasonic Proddy Jesus. Any one. I couldn't care less what one you support. It's not real. It's not real. It's all militarised. It's all, you've failed your family, you've failed yourself. You're coming on and trying to belittle me. I'm standing out in the piss and rain with no money and no food. I'm standing out here so I can get my details across to you, and you're telling me how bad the details I'm giving you are, so you don't need to watch. You don't need to watch any of this. You're just showing how much of a loser you are by coming on and making me nice and busy. You're letting this father know that doesn't have anything, that I'm going to give you something. While trying to belittle you, I'm actually going to give you something because I'm so much of a failure. Let's see. Begging, barking like a dog. This is what the military do. The military are the most useless, sellout, child abusing parasites. Military. Oh, hang on. Should I go into LifeLog and start logging my life? Oh, sorry, on Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook? Should I do that? Oh no, they've invented YouTube and sold it. Who have you sold it to? It doesn't make a difference who you sell it to. Who runs the cables? Every one of them, who runs the cables? You fools, every one of them have got wee arsehole Jesuits, Freemasons sitting in offices close to you, looking through your phone, trying to belittle fathers, mothers and children, because they don't belittle fanatics. Because they're fanatics. He's a fanatic, and he's going to get killed by fanatics at an early age. These little boys and girls with all the fake tags, with no names and no faces, they get killed very early because they're demons. They're demons. There isn't one. What brain cell amongst all of you in there right now? There's 3 likes, so there must be 3 brain cells at least. I know that. I know you're nothing more than low-life military. You were fondled by your military bosses. You were fondled by the Jesuits. They raped and abused you and called it military. They raped and abused you until they broke you and made whatever this is in my comments. Now you little scumbags. You little scumbags. It's not worth getting frustrated with, uneducated people. Just carry yourself as you are, mate. That's nice advice or whatever, you know, but see the love bomb and see the giving me, oh, I'm going to give you this bit of help and that bit of help. I love you, call for help. I love you, call for help. You love no one. You don't know what love is. That's what I'm telling you. You actually believe you want to help people, and you'll just go in a wee bad mood as soon as you don't get satisfaction. As soon as you don't get satisfaction, you come against the man you help. This is constant. We know you're scumbags. We know how you deal with these things. We know you're parasitical military sellouts that rape little boys and girls. I went with one of these scumbag Polish parasites from the Catholic cult. Yes, I know they're tinfoil hat wearing liars. So what do I know from that? Tinfoil must have some use. Tinfoil must have some use if the Polish are doing it. It must have. these parasites have got ideas that do work. And if you're not sitting with a tinfoil hat, then you might be a tinfoil hat wearer that doesn't have a tinfoil hat, and that's all you are. But Joe, can you say that again? I don't understand. You're Scottish because you're speaking to Sean Connery for me. I'm not bright enough because I was in the military. I was taken from the military as a 16-year-old boy and raped and abused, and I thought I was big and strong, but my bottom was in so much pain. Every one of you, you are having a breakdown. You're writing that in full capitals. You're writing to me in full capitals so you can be seen. I believe you're having a breakdown. Because I meant to come here. I meant to use this Wi-Fi. I meant to be stood here at this very spot. You come on and write, whatever time of the day it is, you're having a breakdown. When I planned this to come and annoy you. I planned this to come and let people know that Facebook isn't just Facebook, YouTube isn't YouTube, TikTok isn't TikTok. Any of your wee ones where you can go and pose like my ex, where she can wear very little clothes and very lots of makeup, while she very abuses her children. That's why I come on here. I know some of you might end up being fathers or mothers. Some of you, not a big amount, very small amount might be fathers, you might be parents, but most of you, look at this, is it in full cap? Call 999. Why? Why call 999? Oh, give me the reason why. You foolish wee man. I could literally have everyone in this town, every one of you in this town. You don't have a brain cell anymore. You don't have anyone. You're all controlled through the council. You're controlled through Freemasonic Catholic cult members. You're useless. Hang on. Does planning this seem sane? Does planning using Wi-Fi seem sane? It depends if you want to go deep into it. If you can go for a psychologist, and that psychologist, he's more mentally broken than you are. Go and do some research. The psychologist is more mentally broken than you. But I wouldn't say he's more mentally broken than you. I would say that no psychologist has ever helped anyone, ever. Because you need goals. You need Adler's version. You need what I'm doing. You need to have planned to come down here, and you need to have a mind strong enough not to break down in front of these parasites today because they're all military. Everyone sending you love, everyone sending you hate, everyone telling you to go and kill yourself. You're all military. You're all scumbags. Let's see, clearly not for you. Clearly not for you. I hope you're arguing amongst yourself today. It's really nice to see you keeping that up. Well, 69 people here and only 3 likes. Thanks very much, 69 people. 69 people. The military runs YouTube. YouTube algorithms is owned by the American Army. All the Indians and Pakistani friends of mine out there, the American Army are coming in and they're taking over your YouTube algorithms. Every one of your countries have signed up and signed out and sold you. You're nothing more than a citizen. You are owned by your state. You're nothing more than a legal entity. But even as that is, you're nothing more than a scan and a barcode now. You're useless. You and your children mean nothing. Yes, you might take mine and belittle me and belittle mine while you're supporting child-abusing, parasitical, feminist parasites from the Eastern Star Freemasons. Yeah, you're filling up every council building with parasites. Men like myself go to the Scottish Welfare Fund and we request assistance in welfare. And that's why it's there, but we're too busy giving it to drunkards and alcoholics in our local towns because we've militarised our councils. We make sure we give it to our friends. And this wee girl, Brianne from East Renfrewshire Council, it gives money to her friends. She doesn't give them to the community that are requesting it. So have all your wee titles and rights and longs. Let's see, like you. Press like then, like you. Go on, like me, like you. Press the like button. Press the subscribe button, because if you press the like and subscribe, more people are coming on. I've got 80 people coming and watching me. Why? Because you know Facebook is run by the American military. You know that YouTube is owned by the American military. TikTok, the Chinese. You know it's run by algorithms that are AI and nothing more. It's run by the military. We've now got countries using AI to give out, and I understand why they're doing this. The military is very, very smart. They're using it to hand out contracts for councils. And is the contracts for the councils going to be handed out by Freemasons and Catholic cult members now? No, it's going to be done by AI. So you can't see any confusion and say that that person's given favouritism because it's AI making the decisions. So AI worms its way in, the military worms its way in Big Brother style. And it's coming to get you and your family. It's already in your pockets. You carry it around and you mingle with the military every day. Every day you give all your details to military. I'm doing this. I understand I'm doing this. I understand I'm giving this to parasite, paedophiles, the people that took every Muslim and turned them in to a robot that would blow themselves up. That was the American military. That's what we've done. Go on. Alcoholic going through the same repetitive bull poo-poo. Oh, thank you very much. This one needs pin. I mean, you need to put something up like that. Pin message. These are good. These are good military. Can you come up with some more? Because I'm a father and I've not got to see my children because they were abducted and abused by a Polish Catholic cult member in Gorzów Wielkopolski. They were abducted using Police Scotland, assisted in the abduction. So why have we militarised our Police Scotland? Why have we militarised the DAIU, the Domestic Abuse Investigation Unit, which assisted in child abduction? They assisted in child abduction. No father, no mother, no child should go through an abduction by the police. By your police. They're militarised, they're abusive, they protect paedophiles. We can prove this, it's called documented that the police abduct children. They abduct it by a woman that uses false allegations. Where did the false allegations come from? They came from a charity that's funded. It's militarised. They're militarising women. They're making women abusive parasites. Women are no longer mothers. If a woman's a mother, she's not treated like a woman any longer. She's an outcast. So those strong women, well done to you if you're able to stand up on your own 2 feet, not be an Eastern Star, not be a sellout, not kill your community, not kill your children, because most of these little effeminate boys in the army are raping and abusing one another. They bite backs constantly, backbiting. That's it. You show me some love up the side of the screen. Show me that love come up the side of the screen, because I'm walking about in the wet and the cold with no food, no water, no purpose, no reason to sleep. But see, when I go back to my house, do I have heating and hot water there? No, I don't. I don't have heating and hot water because they've militarised our councils. They don't want men like me that stand up and tell you exactly what's happening. I have people coming on and telling me that I need to watch what I say and how I say it and the way I say it because I'm not going to get paid off here. This isn't going to give me money in the future. I've done this for 10 years and never made a penny. I pay for you to watch me. I break this so you can understand what I'm telling you. The military's in your schools. The military's abusing your children. The military created the LGBTQ, whatever any of these gender things are, the military created them. Every single one of your social media algorithms is created by military. Every single one of them. Now they're trying to get you to drive their cars and use their laptops and have your children programmed by them. Go use these smart glasses. Go blind people. I've seen you there, and I've seen the blind people, and it's great that they can get some kind of use of this. But as soon as I put these glasses on, boom, I could feel that in my head. And most of you young team, you believe those Bluetooth headsets are good things for you, and you're going to lose your mind very soon, because these things have never been tested and they don't care about safety. They don't care about child safety. They rape and abuse children. They'll take your man or father, they'll take anyone, they'll sit them down and they'll put a cap over their head and use dogs and piss on them. They create fear and hate, because that's what the military is. Fear and hate. It's nothing more than demonic. That's why the Catholic Church has the demons at the bottom of the Catholic Church. You know fine well the Vatican's hiding these demons, and these demons are nothing more than the American military. The American military is nothing more than demonic Catholic cult. Every one of your militaries a demonic Catholic cult, and they own every one of these social medias. They own every one of these social medias. Yeah, we need to put our details out in here every day, but every one of us need to shut down YouTube. Every one of us need to shut down TikTok. Every one of us need to shut down LifeLog, Facebook, whatever one of these little military creeps taking billions so they can kill you off, so they can use you. They love the idea of Elon Musk. And you're getting to see this. The left wing are now coming going, told you so, Elon Musk's a rapist. Yeah, President Trump's a rapist, all of them are paedophiles. They're coming out and saying, it's not just the left side, it's not just Joe Biden, it's not just Kamala Harris, it's not just the left in your country, it's not just the left here, it's the left everywhere. They're all raping and abusing their kids, but now they're pointing out that right also abuses your kids. Are you not aware it's the same bloody body and the same bird? It's only one left wing, one right wing, one bird, and that's the American military. That's the ego. It's the ego. And it's demonic. And it's coming to get a child near you soon, and it will pick that child up and use a woman to abuse it and rape it and call you the rapist. They'll abuse children and they'll use women to call you the rapist when you do nothing but you tell the truth. You tell the truth every day. You have to go and find Wi-Fi and tell the truth, because as soon as I walk away from here, you stop seeing me. As soon as I walk away, you lose connection with me. And the last thing you want is to lose connection with a father that's lost connection with his children, because this connection's pouring out love to you. This connection is pouring out so much love to you, so much truth to you, that you need to find out and hold up your head high and always, always only fear God. Only fear God. Don't fear these parasites in the military. Don't fear any one of these scumbags, because they are scum. Not one of them's fathers. Not one of them's fathers. This is for my brother. Sell out. Sell out. Freemasons and Catholics have you sell out. The military has you sell out to the Catholic cult. Freemasons has you sell out to the Catholic cult. American military has you sell out to anyone. They just need you to log on and give me what you've got, give me all your details. American military wants it. Doesn't matter if it's YouTube, doesn't matter if it's a Brit ID card, they own your government. They own your government, Zionists own it. Zionists own you and your children, Citizen Kane. CC. You need to go and find out about the Count, the very famous Count. It was not a real Count, very, very, very famous. Count Cagliostro. You find out about the Count Cagliostro, eh? We've always made these demons planted in plain sight, Freemasonic, always running the Catholic cult, always militarised, always the same people, the same little boy-loving backbiters. We know who you are. We know where you are, and we're using your shit to break you. We'll use YouTube against you. I've not paid for this nonsense, but I'll smash this phone up today if I want. When I say I'm going to end something, I'm not ending this. I'm not ending this, I'm ending that. YouTube, Facebook, every one of your little algorithms get ended. I can take this and smash this on the ground right now, my friend. You pay me nothing. You own nothing to do with me. And if you stood in front of me, you'd be 6 foot under, not me. You're the one that signed up to the parasitic, demonic parasites in the army. You signed up and said yes. You used a blood contract. You did in the Vatican. You done it downstairs in the Vatican, you wee demonic beasts wearing your wee collars and funny hats, pretending you're Jews and you're not quite. Because they, in their holy book, they touch and fondle the children the same as the Muslims' holy book, touching and fondling children. This deity of mine, this man here, Muhammad, 9-year-old, this Jewish man here, just over 3 years and 1 day old. Catholics, every one of you know what's going on, Catholics. Every one of you know what you've done, Catholics. Touching my family, touching people I've known, Catholic cult members. I can see the numbers go up when I'm talking the truth. Every one of you know this man has got nothing more to give you than the truth, because these parasites in the military surround every one of our governments. They surround them, they call themselves Jesuits, Freemasons, Fabians, Frankists, Eastern Stars, and you name it, they call themselves some funny wee name from Rome, some funny wee name for 5,000 years ago when they burnt babies and killed families. That's why God was manifest in the flesh and had to come and save our souls. So are we going to suffer here? What do you take from that book? Do you think that man suffered? Jesus, God manifest in the flesh, think he suffered? Every second he suffered. He stood against his own. We need to practice, as he showed us what to do, stand against our own military, the parasites in our family, the parasites in our community, the parasites in our council, bringing down the drug and alcoholics. Our drug and alcoholics need love and help. They don't need more drugs and alcohol, you foolish wee tramp, working in East Remshire Council, giving every penny of our money to people dying so we can kill them quicker. You rats, Scottish rats. Never going to be doing the right thing, are you? You don't care what right is. You couldn't care what right is. That's it. That's it. 5 eyes, 1,000 eyes. Who cares? You need to start looking at what your country has done, what your military does, what your government is, what this phone is in your hand, what these algorithms and social media platforms really are and who really owns them, because you really need to smash up your phone in your hand right now. Smash up. You'd be better to smash up your phone than to give away your house because you think Jesus is coming down on the 20th of whatever date, because you're making predictions that you shouldn't be allowed to make, because lots of little fools think they get messages from God every day. You don't. It's demons talking to you through these things. That's demons. You'll suffer. If you stick to the truth, if you stick to the right thing, you will suffer, but you will be rewarded. If you stick to the truth, if you stick to this message, if you stick to being a nice man, a father, if you stick to this, the proper thing in your heart and in your chest and your gut feeling tells you yea or nay, you stick to the yea, you stick to the nay, then you'll be rewarded. But if you've been taken by the American military industrial complex or the British or Europeans, you're going to be a flying drone. You're going to be a murderous drone for them. You know that. You sold yourself, and you sold yourself to be becoming a drone. You deserve what you're going to get. I've given no organisation my word. I've given no organisation my word. I've given my children and my ex-partner who used and abused my children, I gave her my word. I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to hurt her. Just because I'm telling you the truth about a child abusing liar that was fanaticised through Edinburgh Women's Aid, that's assisted by the Catholic cult, I'm not going to stand against her. I'm never going to turn against her. She might turn against me or try to kill me. I know there's been people that she's known and friends have explained to me, I've been given money to get you. I've been given money to get you. So I was actually told, and I know people come to get me, because on here people want to do the same. On here people want to belittle me. I come on here so you as a man and father, you might actually act like one, you will suffer pain. People will give you a kicking. People will bring you down. The whole talk of the psychologists, and look into the psychologists, psychoanalysts, look into psychologists, they're crackpots. They've lost their minds more than you. Anyone studying psychologists, you are going to be a crackpot. You're going to lose your mind. You are your own business. You are your own business. It's like paedophiles. You are your own murderer. Any paedophile that met any real father or man, you wouldn't survive 2 seconds. Any paedophile that met any father or man, you wouldn't last 2 seconds. Any real father or man. Any real father or man. And the thing is, they put paedophiles in every single town in this world. That's done by the military through our councils. So real men like myself, fathers and men, we get angry at this. And they mean to plant them here. They mean to plant child abusing lowlives. Because every one of our councils are run by child abusing lowlives. Our presidents, our prime ministers, all of them are sellouts. All of them are pillow biters. All of them are child abusers. All of them take kids in tunnels. All of them sell children's body parts. All of them. All of them. Some of them just do a better marketing job sold to you on these by the little plants around the world, and all of the little plants around the world are all millionaires and billionaires, and you still give them money. You still give billionaires and millionaires money every day. You're giving the super elite knob jockeys that will definitely burn for an eternity, you're giving them more. That's why I'm happy to stand in a place like this, having no money, having no credit in my phone and having no food. Because I know it will come to me. What you need comes to you. If you do what's right, it will come to you. Does that mean that death won't come to me? Does that mean pain and misery won't come to me? It's here. It's here right now. I live in misery because I don't want you to. The woman I loved turned against me and abused their children. She lied about me and she abused their children. I know any one of you women would do that would take money. I know if you're more interested in designer clothes and makeup. She was into wearing skimpy designer clothes. She was into telling me that we've not to buy presents this year, but I could buy her a new handbag as long as it's designer and was filled with money and perfume. That's what I can do. No, but we don't really, we'll get something small this year, eh? We'll get something small this year. Go take me to the American Embassy in London. Go take me down to the American Embassy in London. That was during the London Olympics. During the London Olympics. I knew there was something odd with you, Kasia. I knew there was something very off with you. My dad used to call you the Russian spy, but my dad called everyone the Russian spy. He was close, wasn't he? He was close. You've been fanaticised by beasts in the feminist camps, militarised charity, it's called, militarised charity, where you take women and you make them hate babies and you make them lie about men. That's what you've done with women. That's what you've done with some good women. Women here just on to steal your money, and men on here who would prefer to be biting your back because they find you super attractive, because that's what some of these little boys do. They love little boys. The little boys, they especially love men like myself. I turn them on. I turn you on. And if you're a man and I turn you on, you best believe that I would be pulling your batteries out and turning you off. Anyone beasting children, anyone breaking family, anyone interfering in my council buildings, anyone getting into my government is us. We are that. We are that. If you're going to continually call this government ran, we need to know we run it. All of this is ours. This is ours. This doesn't belong to anyone else but us. When I was born here, it cost me nothing to be born here, and I was born as a free man. Right away, I was born free. I owed no one anything. I had no debt. I would borrow nothing. If I ran this place, I'd run it like Gaddafi ran Libya. Because they hated that. They hated real freedom. They hated no debt. They hated people having no debt. They hated people having choice. They hated people having life. They hated people having family. And that's what he stood for. I'm not saying he done everything right. I know he done some things perfectly right though. And I know the American military industrial complex, the European paedophiles, the Scottish network that started all of this. Because we started a lot of this. The Scottish we started all of this. We started all of this. The Vatican, the bottom of the Vatican, the demonic Vatican, started all your armies, started all your military. I'm going back to get my stuff now. The only reason I stood out here, half an hour ago, was so I could speak to you. If I leave you, if you disappear, that's because you deserve not to hear me any longer. I hope you've taken something from today. If you've not, that's your fault. That's your fault for being foolish. It's your fault, it's not mine. You deserve not to know. You shouldn't be hungry. You shouldn't be hungry. You shouldn't have to beg to see your kids. You shouldn't have a terrible life like this. You shouldn't be walking about 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning as an alcoholic going through withdrawals. Can you still see me in here? Can you still hear me? Am I gone fuzzy? Is the communication still working? Let's replace you. It's not terribly, let's replace you with this. Call the NHS Mental Health Helpline. Well done! Is the NHS Mental Health Helpline going to have good psychologists? Because if it does, their minds are a lot more done than yours. This is what I'm trying to tell you. We have got the most insane military on here. Come on, press the like so we're on double figures, foolish little boys. Go on, press the like. Do as you should. Because what we've had today, mate, get gym membership. I mean, I think I can get free gym membership. Drink a terrible thing. Think bad language you don't drink. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Seem in a better mind. Yeah, I'm not going to break down and cry yet. Almost died. What have I found at 8 a.m? You found a father's rights channel where this father actually speaks the truth. If you want to like and subscribe with something that's real. I've been on here 10 years and I still don't make a good video. I still don't do a live stream, but I still tell you what they don't want you to hear. I tell you what is banned on YouTube. I tell you it is banned on every algorithm. I tell you because you need to know. I'm only dry 7 days. Listen, not dry, I mean seeing you're dry 7 days. See if you've not drank for 3 days. It's your own fault if you go back on it. It's every time you're going to be put out in places where there's alcohol in every single shop. It's round about you every day. It's there all the time. This is meant. I mean, if they're going to give you anything, it's going to kill you. It's going to be surrounding you in your thoughts. They want you done. They don't want you happy. They don't want you free. They don't want you free from drugs, drinking, alcohol, and perversion, because that's what they create. And they'll create it normally. If you're willing and you're easily bought, they'll buy you the drink, they'll give you the money, they'll give you the house, they'll give you the prostitutes, they'll give you everything you need. Everything you need to be a little demon. We don't abuse people, and we don't do any of the assaults on their mind if they're willing to sell themselves out. If you're willing to sell yourself out, the military will give you the money. The military will give you the money. The Catholic cult that owns everything will give you the money. They own everything. Every single thing. Amen, brother. You've got no say on YouTube. Unless you've got a channel like mine that I've had for 10 years and it's constantly shut down and a new one comes, constantly shut down, and you'll come on and you'll say things about go and see psychologists. And if these smart people who have read up on psychologists read about psychology, then you'll find that the psychologist is normally the person that needs the psychologist. And that is just exactly what the military industrial complex is. They want you in a place where you're stuck. Are you bipolar? I'm sure the military have created more terms than bipolar, because if you want to be the person that's pinned here, you can be that. Right, you can press like in the next 30 seconds. Every one of you be pressing like button, please, right now, or else it's not going to go on any longer. Tomorrow I might come and tell you a little thing when it's dark outside. Why am I going to hang about here when my East Renfrewshire Council only gives money and only funds drunken alcoholics and drug dealers? They'll fund anyone that's going to wreck our town. I want the drug addicts and alcoholics to get help. I want my friends to get help because they are my friends. The drug and alcoholics are the only ones that talk to you as if you're a human being, because they know they've been down at the very bottom. Your drug and alcoholics are people like me. It's not as if I never turned to drinking drugs because I was so broken. Of course I did. But anytime you turn to drinking drugs, those in the security services that put the drinking drugs right in front of you always use the drinking drugs you've taken as the reason that you deserve to have what's going on, because they're drinking drugs. But the position that they pushed you in, the drinking drugs were only there, and they're always there. They were there to help you and assist you and take away the pain, numb that pain, because life is feeling terrible. Life is never going to go back to pre-2019. Life is never going to go back to what it was before everyone took the poison in their veins. It's not going back. It's not going back to that. They've taken your children. They're putting people like Elon Musk. No problem, this businessman. What you doing? I'm buying and selling flamethrowers, buying and selling rockets. I shove things up to the moon. We bore holes in the ground and we take children through the tunnels. You just trust anyone with a big pot of cash and it goes on Joe Rogan's podcast. Oh, he's on Joe Rogan and smoking dope. I must love that guy. Oh, look, there's Donald Trump's son. He's 7'5". That's normal. These are freaks and you support child abusing freaks. I am a father. Have your opinion. Have your father. I am a man. I'm what you want to be like. But because you take money to break people like me, you'll never be a man like me. You can come on and say, you don't have this, you go and get help from that. Go to phone the NHS. The NHS are nothing more than a plant by Palantir now, run by the Israeli security services. Every part of your life has been militarised, including your children. They've been sold out. Their backsides are more important to the paedophiles than your safety and your family rights. You need to know your Citizen Kane. You don't count to them. You've been sold out since the Second World War, and they're trying to play this whole thing over and over and over in a loop. And they kill off us that tell you about that loop. And the loop's played over by the military. The US Army are nothing more than the Catholic cult. That's it. They always want to fight against the Muslim. It's always been, every single American war has been about killing the Muzzies. It's always about bringing on the Muslims that will sell out their brotherhoods and then fanaticising the Muslim. Now they're doing the same thing with women. They've got the Muslims that they need. They're walking round everywhere in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, all round the Middle East. We've got people that have been set up by remote control to go and do whatever the Catholic cult or the American army want them to do, the British army. All of these are connected. All of these people are connected. They're all mind control. Oh, is mind control something that's just made up? Was that, is it still a conspiracy theory even though they've told you it's not a conspiracy theory? You guys are really mad. And I know there's 1% onto you. You understand what I'm telling you. You understand what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this because me as a father, I've lost everything important to me. I lost my children, my son and my daughter. They're abused by a woman that was fanaticised in the very same way by the military-industrial complex. She was fanaticised through a feminist charity called Edinburgh Women's Aid. Women are being fanaticised. We're having women and we're turning them into anything but mothers. Will you be anything but a mother and a partner? If that man asks you to iron his clothes, will you say you'd shoot him in the brain? Because that's what you've become, women. They've used you. Let's see. If you think Islam is your friend... When did I say that, you idiot? You foolish little freaks. Islam's, the Muslims, the Jews and the Catholics, all they do is want the bottoms of children. They want the bodies of children. They want the internal organs of children. And they sell them from Israel as a big business. I don't care if you're Muzzy or Jew or Catholic. Some of you are good people and you just hang around with these demonic lowlives that abuse constantly. How stupid and foolish can you be? You ask stupid questions, so I know you're military. I call you police every day, but they've militarised the police, so you may as well just call you military, every one of you. And if you're listening, can you come and see me today? And I'm talking to you, my friend, and you know exactly who you are if you're listening. And if you don't know, you'll be able to get this message passed on, because as soon as I say zzz, you know, come and see me. I need to speak to you. What's going on here is not normal, my friend, and you know what I'm talking about. You want to speak about these things? You want to speak about the child abuse that's taking place in our towns in Scotland? It's the same in America. It's the same in Australia. It's the same all around Europe. They're planting drugs, and all of the people in your common areas, they want you to be a drug addict or alcoholic. They want that because you can be controlled. Easy. Every single drunken little boy, he's damaged and abusive, and that's every one of these little Freemasonic Jesuit boys in the clubs sitting round about our towns. You're in our government buildings using our computers funded by us to go on these YouTube and these Facebook lifelong crappy algorithms so you can get our details and use it against us. You're screwing our children. You're screwing our family. You're screwing our councils. You've screwed our government. You own our military. You're ruining everyone's life, and all we're doing since 2019 is live in panic. All we've done since 2019 December is live in shock and fear. I've not got to see my son or daughter properly since 2022. Since 2022 summertime. And that's when I was fully rejected by my daughter. Fully rejected. Let him cook. I'm letting things simmer in here so you, in military industrial complex, you little boys that take money, you're never going to have a family. These people, see what you're doing to me right now coming after me. I know there's more than 2/3 of you in my subscribers. More than 2/3 of you are military. I know the people contacting me, love bombing me. I know the people contacting me, hating me and telling me to kill myself. You're military. You're all police. Every one of you. You're in protecting paedophiles. You're hiding behind collars. Calling yourself Monsignors. Every one of you in military. I don't care if you're a priest. I don't care if you're in the American military. You're the same thing. Vatican operated and owned. Vatican operated and owned. Mark Zuckerberg is nothing but a wee military fat rat that abuses kids. And he's got a fake wife that he hides behind, the same as Elon Musk got 1,000 fake wives. Every one of them could be buried 6 foot under. None of you would care. None of you would care. These are demons. Demons you've always supported. And the new demon's already been set up so you love them and support them. The new demon's on its way. Every single person on this mainstream, and believe me, every day you're seeing these little news reports, but it's giving you all of the what I would really call conspiracy theorists. Look up that term as well. But yes, what is a conspiracy theorist? Now they're playing on these, and your local MI5 and MI6 are setting up wee guys from YouTube to have channels and speak like this. They're setting people up so you listen to them, and you can always tell. You can tell either this guy just doesn't have anything to say and he's not interested in whatsoever, and he shouldn't be listened to. Right? You can think that. Joseph, it's Kel. Hi, Kel. That's Kel there. Hang on, wait a minute. Anyway, yes. So I believe if this is Kel, this might be another lady that contacted Heart of Gold. It's been treated like dirt, never got to know her father, kept away out her father's life. Now, we've planned on breaking family and taking fathers out, because once you take the father out, you take the head of the family out. Once you take the head of the family out, you're left with a sellout, beastly little woman, or you're left with someone strong that's going to get broken by this military. And that's why when I talk about those 10% of mothers that don't get to see their children and they're in this position, they don't even have anyone to turn to, because even men like me are complaining about women. Men like me are putting them and making them feel bad. And if I do get, sorry, Joseph, it's Gabba home. I don't know, Stuart. I don't know you, mate. The only one is Zzz will understand what I'm saying. He was trained, military trained. Very, very well-known military trained boy, man. Strong man. But did he sell himself? It's okay, no need of fear. Where's been indexed? Sorry, man, I need glasses or something like that, or I need a new phone. I guess that's this done, because I'm done. 14 people have pressed like, about 1,000 people. I'm still getting that 0.1% of liking. Go be home. Gabe home? I don't know, Gabe. Don't understand you. If you're talking about me to go to my home, where there's no heating or hot water, because I have heard people round about my house. I do hear you creeping round about. I know someone has a set of keys. Bipolar ad. I've been that a few times said, bipolar. Another created military thing. I mean, I'm sure many of you have taken many of the poisoned vaccines in your veins and you don't have any hope. You've already sold out. No, oh boy. And that's what you are. You are boys. You are boys out there. There's not many men left. Looks like you effed up. Yeah, wake up. I was going to read that out, but you know, it's profanity. I could tell that it's a wee angry policeman's just arrived and he didn't get to strangle the stripper long enough to make himself happy last night, because our police just strangle strippers. That's what they do. That's their part-time. It's like playing five-a-sides for normal men. Police are strangling strippers. That's what your military-industrial complex train their wee boys to do. They don't, listen, they won't get you and gag you and tie you and hold you back and think that you're going to do what they say. They ply you with money and drugs and drink and prostitutes. That's how they pay you off. All you little boys out there saying that I've got bipolar or saying I need to go and see a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I know you've got absolutely no brain in your head. You're foolish wee men. Or rent boys. Yeah, rent boys. You know exactly. What I'm telling you today, the message for today is you need to protect your children, because this is filled with military paedophiles. It's full of predatory, fake police scumbags. They work in your council buildings. They reject you when you have a real necessity and need for heating, for electricity, for gas, for hot water, for food. They won't help you. Brianne won't help you. The Scottish Welfare Fund, it's set up for her to help her friends. It's set up for the managers of the welfare fund to assist their friends, to assist the local people that bully them, so they can get extra money on a Friday afternoon. It's not to help people that deserve welfare, that have put into the system, that paid off full £200,000 mortgage homes. 15 years ago I paid my mortgage off and you stole my house, Royal Bank of Scotland. None of you in East Renfrewshire or Barrhead assisted me. You let me and my daughter be homeless on that day. You let us be homeless on that day when they stole my mortgage-free home. Now I know the military-industrial complex is always going to come and have someone have a go. Can you say something smart to this man to make him feel mentally broken? No. There's nothing any of you can say. You're brain dead little freaks. We've got the 1% of good people here, and what we see in these comments is love going up the side, because the good people are defending righteousness. They're standing against the demons of the military-industrial complex. We stand against the YouTube algorithms that put perverseness always in the front of good people. We make sure that YouTube is going to be shut down and Facebook is not going to be no longer LifeLog. Facebook should be like LifeLog. Log off and never log back on. Keep away from your phone as long as you can every day. This is worse than a shotgun. What you've got pointing at your face is worse than pointing a shotgun to your face. Believe me, we might have banned guns in the UK, but we've got something a lot worse, which is killing our children. It's killing your mind. It's allowing these beastly little boys to come on and have an opinion. It's not a case of banning phones. It's banning the demons behind the algorithms. It's banning the military-industrial complex that owns all the cables. Do you think any of these are private companies? Do you think TikTok's private? Do you think Facebook's private? Do you think YouTube's private? Do you think any of these... I can't think of that one. My ex used to stick pictures of herself up constantly. You know, pictures of herself with no clothes on, or like doing the most sickening, perverse poses so other men could see just how sickening a sellout she is. It didn't take me long. I hung about like a bad smell, the same as I'm hanging about in here, like a sad, broken little man. Oh, I'm so broken. I need your help. Can you give me some advice about some psychologist or some psychiatrist that worked for you? What? No one's ever had a psychologist that worked for them? What? Or you think it helped you when you spoke about how your daddy used to, or your mother used to, or your priest used to be, and no one believed you when the priest done what to you? I've heard these stories. I've had to sit and listen to these stories because the priests in this town abused children. The priests in this town abused children. The priests in St. John's Church abused children. Women in the East Renfrewshire Council, nurses in the council, abused little boys. Nurses in the East Renfrewshire Council, they abused little boys. That's not stopped. That might be a historical story, but you're going to hear lots of historical stories. You're not going to hear stories from today. Kids have been taken from council buildings, have been taken from private businesses that have been set up through the American military, through the Vatican. It's the same place. It's the same place. It's just filled with demons. They're going to tell you that there's extraterrestrials, little green men coming from outer space. It's demons. It's demons for the Vatican. It's demons from the Vatican. The digital ID is just another layer which the Palantir Israeli mob want to have, so they control you in our government. That is us. That is us. Our passport, our drivers, that's our stuff. That's our things. This other militarised thing, it's the very same. It's the way we've allowed the LGBTQ plus community to move into schools and into our children's minds. We've put them in our children. So we have militarised our children. I mean, every single part of it. Our children speak in ways we never, in terms we'd no idea of. I mean, they've been invented. There's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. What they're doing, the mind control they're using is 5,000-year-old. What they're doing to us right now is old military techniques. They're putting the best actors in front of us. When I say, I mean, these men kill and rape and abuse, they're beasts. Just like the little beasts on here. They aim to be the next Elon Musk. They aim to be the next Trump. They want to own all the hotels around all the world, because you can have all the wee girls hidden in all the hotels and then put in all the exchanges and taken through all the boring tunnels. So these little military men, they're never there to protect you and your rights in your country and your way of life, because right now the military are destroying our way of life in Britain. They're destroying the fabric of our society while taking our children through fanaticised women. And these fanaticised women are taking payouts because they love makeup, designer bags, designer clothes, and they don't stand for children. They don't stand for motherhood. They don't stand for decency. And that's what the American Catholic cult does. The American Catholic cult is nothing more than one big predatory, demonic boys club with the likes of Aleister Crowley. That's why your big businesses have been taken in and they've been placed. They've been placed in the American army. Your top 10 big businesses are now part of the American army. They are part of the people that are coming to screw your mind, the minds of your children. You might be smart enough to go through and accept this. You can accept this type of thing. I can accept being told that you're psychologically broken and your children may be better off being abused by the Catholic cult. You hear this every day by these victimized scumbags. They are not, none of these people here are parents. None of these people here, none are parents. None of them are parents. None of these little ball bags are parents. They're parasites, and they're militarised parasites. They're working in your government. They're Jesuits. They're Catholic cult members. They're Freemasonic liars. They're Eastern Star bitches. Bitches are nice. I love bitches. See the dogs that I see, the female dogs, they're nice. They're always nice. They might have a wee bark. See these human bitches we've produced so we can actually take out people in society. I'm not your friend, Brianne. Friday afternoon, I can't send you an email at 2:30 so you can give me 250 quid like that. In fact, what you do, Brianne, from Scottish Welfare Fund in East Renfrewshire, is make me jump through hoops that I can't do. I'm coming here stealing Wi-Fi because I can't use my mobile phone because I can't afford food. I don't have hot water. You put people on here to try and belittle me. I'm a man. I'll always find a way. I'll always find a way. But if you're going to be giving my tax money to these illegal immigrants, believe me, I've been an illegal immigrant. I work, and in this country, as a free man, I'm stopped from gaining employment. I'm stopped from gaining employment. I'm stopped from seeing my children. I'm stopped from knowing they're safe. I'm stopped by a known child abusing woman. I'm stopped by a court documented child abuser, child abductor, alienator. Now, if a man done any one of these three things, the abduction, the abuse, or the alienating, if a father done the abduction, the abuse, and the alienating, he would be in prison. A woman is financed to abduct, abuse, and alienate. Abduct, abuse, and alienate. The three anal passages of the feminist cult member: abduct, abuse, alienate, abduct, abuse, alienate. And then the military will come on here and tell me that I'm losing my mind while the psychologists are the one giving business to the psychiatrists. All of what the military are doing in your schools, in your colleges, in your universities, in your government, in your healthcare system, in your bloody homes and on your phones. The military run the whole lot of it. The American military own the whole lot of it. They own your army. They own the Pakistani army. They own all of these places. That's why the British are getting their wee fingers and thumbs in every one of these places. It's trickle down and it's a web. It's a web and it's a world wide web. Thank you very much. Love going up the screen. You know that it's a world wide web, and you know the web is there for nothing more than spreading hate. Demonic hate, child abuse hate, the hate that the Vatican sells you as decency. Don't let the Vatican ever say that they're the little poor ones. They've played the little Wizard of Oz man for 1,000 years. These are the Catholic cult members that own your Freemasons. Yeah, your Freemasons, they take the bullet. Your Freemasons are the minions, they take the bullet. And believe me, lots of the Catholic cult members, lots of your Jesuits, you have, 3 to 5 journeymen each? You all have your journeymen, don't you? My brother, he's been taken in and he's been sunken because he's a sellout. Sellout. And every one of the sellouts are never fathers. They're never fathers. The Freemasons themselves, if they're fathers, they can go into the Freemason building. If they're a father and they can pull off that, I'm wearing a wee shirt and tie, there's my collar, there's my, thank you Freemason owner, thank you my 33rd degree, thank you 3rd degree master. Always the same. Always the same. The military is taking your mind and they're raping your children's bottoms. The military is putting people on here to make you think you're mad, while the psychologist is really the one that's crazy. But listen to that again. The psychiatrist, the psychologist, the psychoanalyst, they're the ones that are crazy. Go and check. Do your own research. The American military, they're useless. The British military, they're useless. So what do? They go in and they steal our police. They've militarised their police. You know that. Our police carry guns. People can't carry guns, but the police can shoot you while you can't defend yourself. That's a good idea. No, because you've got your thing in front. You've got a machine gun. It's right here. We call it a cellular mobile phone. I used to sell these in the mid-90s. I sold these phones in the 90s, and do you know Ericsson? They tried to come out and tell you what they were doing. Ericsson tried to come out and tell everyone what these digital phones done, because I wanted you to stay on analogue. I used to sell analogue phones. I used to sell the Motorola A130, and believe me, you want to have a Motorola A130. You don't want to go to the Motorola D160, because that started this problem. That started this problem in the mid-90s. I was part of this. I was part of making sure every one of you foolish wee boys and girls had one of these instruments of guns. I made sure you were going to have one of these in your holster. And trust me, I done one of the best jobs in the UK of making every one of you have one. But when I had one of these in the 90s, no one in my family had them apart from my brother, that was nothing more than an IT man that designed the system of the company that sold them. My brother was part of the IT system that was designing the system of DX Communications, which was called an intranet system, an internal internet system. Everyone working within this field understands that it's militarised, and it has been since the 90s. We then hand that Ericsson, because Ericsson after that point, you're not going to have the